Namaste and welcome to this practice, yogi. This practice is all about nourishing our willpower and our courage. In Chinese medicine, your willpower lies in your kidneys and your courage lies in your lungs. So in this yin practice today, we're going to dive into these two aspects of willpower and courage. And so what you'll need for your practice is a strap. And you will need a couple of blocks as well to help support you. If there's anything else that you need, especially if you're very tight in the inner thighs or in the upper body, you may want to grab some additional blankets or bolsters or pillows to help support you in this practice. Okay. So we're going to begin just by sitting up nice and tall, and you can choose to sit up on something if you like. I'm sitting up on the edge of a bolster. You're going to lengthen up your spine and draw your shoulders down and back. Turn your palms up as they land on your thighs. Close your eyes down and slowly begin to tune into the breath. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. A nice, even, gentle pace. Allowing yourself a moment to arrive here. So transitioning from wherever it was that you were, whether you were at work, perhaps you were at home, but you're taking this opportunity to be present right here in this moment, in your body and in your breath. And as you start to lengthen your breath and you feel it drawing up through your body, I invite you to think about these two words and what they mean to you: willpower and courage. Without placing any kind of judgment or even any sort of expectation of what those two words mean. Rather, take a curious mind's eye to it. And know that whatever comes up for you is intuitively what is already within you. Take one more deep breath in and one more deep breath out. And then slowly start to open the eyes. And we're going to begin our practice starting with the upper half of the body. So starting with the lung meridian channel, which runs in through our hands, up through our arms, into our chest. Okay, so this is going to be the courage part. We're going to begin in a really simple half graceful bow. So sitting exactly where you are, you're going to take your right arm out from your right shoulder, turn your palm back away from you, and place your forearm on towards your low back. Okay. And as you spread your fingers, let your shoulders soften down. And right away, start to tune into the breath as we activate this lung meridian channel in the fingertips that runs all the way up through the arm into the lungs. Letting your breath be smooth and fluid, where it feels seamless from breath in to breath out. The face relaxed, your jaw soft. And even if there's a lot of physical sensation for you, as long as it doesn't feel painful in the way of like sharp or shooting or electrical. If it feels like, wow, this is a really deep stretch happening, That's okay. See if you can stay with that sensation in your body as you continue deepening your breath. A little bit more than halfway through. Continue breathing in and breathing out. Imagining more courage drawn into your body. The courage for you to step into who you are meant to be. The courage to face life when life lifes you. And the courage that you step into when you're experiencing trauma. All part of the human experience. You take a deep breath in. And as you take a long breath out, slowly release your right hand. Place the palm facing up back onto your lap. And pause here. The pause is so important to allow the energy to flow, to allow the body to settle and to recalibrate. This is also an opportunity for you to check in and notice how you're feeling. And then for a moment, open the eyes. You may want to transition the position of your legs, maybe bring the opposite leg forward, just so that you're leveling out your hips a little bit. And then with right palm up on your thigh, you're going to take your left arm out this time. Turn the palm back away from you and start to drape your forearm on towards your low back, finding that half graceful bow. Now, keeping your shoulders aligned, you might need to adjust your arm where it lands. Remember, it's not about finding an aesthetically pleasing look. It's about how you feel in the shape, regardless of what it looks like. Allow the eyes to close back down, keeping the spine lengthened as you start to deepen your breath, breathing in and breathing out. You can envision the meridian channel of the lung like a tiny garden hose that starts in your thumb and works its way up through the arm, up over the shoulder, landing into the lung. And think of the yin pose here as the activator. It's like the turning of the tap on at the hose and allowing the water to flow through to the end. It's exactly the same way here in yin. As water moving through a hose, this is energy moving through a meridian channel. And as this energy flows, it clears out blockages, whether they be mental, emotional, physical, or even a combination of all of those. With the end result being balance, coming into balance. Continue the lengthening and the deepening of your breath. And for some of you, you might even be finding a longer breath in and a deeper breath out without any effort. It's just this beautiful wave and this beautiful dance of the breath moving in and out as it calms your mind, relaxes your body, and recalibrates your energy. Let's take a few more deep breaths. Now join me in taking a deep breath in through your nose and then sending a long breath out through your mouth. With eyes still closed, slowly release your left arm out. Place your hand back onto your lap, palms facing up. Let your body rebound. Tap into how you're feeling. Gently open the eyes. And whatever you're sitting on, you're going to come off of your seat. You're going to grab your strap, place it towards the top of your mat. You're also going to grab your blocks, place them towards the top of the mat. You're going to take one block on the lowest setting and you're going to place it up at the top. We're going to be resting the back of the head there for some upper body support as we start to transition a little bit into the inner thighs where that kidney meridian channel runs. Okay, so you're going to turn around and meet me on your back, knees bent, feet grounded, a block underneath the back of your head, making sure that your neck is free. And then just spread your shoulder blades apart. Let your hands rest on your body for a moment. Close your eyes down and take a moment to acknowledge the shift in transitioning to lying down on your back. Continue a nice, even, deep flow of your breath in and out through your nose. And then heel to your feet and your knees till they're side by side. You're going to find your strap. Grab the strap in both of your hands. And you're going to take the left knee in towards your chest, loop the strap onto the arch of the foot, and you're going to take the leg up into the air. Now, as you draw that leg up, I want you to keep a soft micro bend in the back of the knee. You're going to keep your right foot grounded in your knee bend. While placing the strap in your left hand only, your hand could be up at the top and your arm slightly straighter, or if it feels more comfortable for your shoulder, you can bend the elbow deeply, letting it rest onto the mat with your hand down closer towards your hip. You're going to start to open your left leg like you're creating half of a letter V. And then as soon as you feel the slightest of stretch, I want you to pause there. Okay? This isn't about trying to get the leg down to the floor. I want you to think of just a slight level of sensation. Ground your right hip down by placing your right hand over top of your hip bone. So you're not tipping over to the left side. And ground your right foot into the mat as well. We're coming into this half extension through the left leg. We're activating that kidney meridian channel and bringing in that deep sense of willpower into our kidneys. And this is where the essence of that emotion, of that energy lies, is in the kidneys. Allow your breath to move slowly and fully and deeply in and out through your nose. Any point, if you find that the sensation in the inner leg becomes a little bit dull, then you can open the leg a little bit more. However, stay grounded through that right hip, that right shoulder, so you're not lifting up off your right side. And continue the vibrancy with your breath. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. And with control and slowly, you're going to start to bring the leg back up to center. Then you'll bend the knee deeply, release the strap, place it over to the right side of your mat, and bring your left foot down. Pause here. Let your knees touch, feet a little bit wide. Pausing here in constructed rest. Letting your body again rebound. Let energy circulate. When you start to realize that there is more power in yin yoga than just a physical stretch happening, you can use this practice to literally transform your life, your health, and your mindset. And now find your strap again. This time you're going to draw your right knee into your chest, interlace the strap onto the ball of the foot, and begin to extend the leg up. Again, a little soft micro bend in the back of the knee, especially if you tend to be a little bit more hypermobile in your joints like I am. And then find an appropriate place for that right hand to land on the strap where it feels effortless for that right shoulder. Ground in through your left foot, left hip, placing your left hand on that left hip, and then starting to open that right thigh. Again, you want to stop at the first place where you feel the littlest amount of sensation on a physical level. This isn't about trying to get to the deepest stretch right away. This is why we hold the pose for 2 to 5 minutes at a time. It's to allow a slow rebalancing of energy, to allow the body to slowly release what it's holding onto, and to come back into balance without resistance, without force. Only opening the leg a little more as you start to feel some of that sensation dissipating. Okay, that's an indicator that your body is ready for more. When you're pushing and forcing, and you're fidgeting, and your mind is wandering, those are all indicators that you're going too deep, too quick, and your body is trying to tell you to back off a little bit. Just like when you take a trip, you get into your car or you get into a plane or a train, and you don't just arrive at the destination in that moment. There's some time that it takes for you to get there. This is the same thing with your yin practice. It takes time to release what your body is holding on to, whether that's a strong emotion, whether that's a physical imbalance, even whether it's simply tension and tightness in your body. While your kidneys hold the willpower, they also can hold the fear that holds us back. And the lungs hold a lack of courage, or they can create courage and hold it. Let this practice be your opportunity to discover who you are meant to be. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Gently start to bring the leg back up to center. Bend the knee, release the strap. You can place it to the side. Take a moment here, let your knees be bent, feet wide. Pausing here, soaking up that rebound. Just noticing anything that you feel happening in your body. And now slowly heel toe your feet together, knees together. You're going to gently roll over onto one side and make your way into a comfortable seated position. So you might choose to sit on the edge of a bolster or a block, whatever it is. We're going to finish our practice with a little bit of breath work. Okay, so now that we've drawn in some of that willpower and that courage, we want to maintain it with a beautiful patterned breath. This is really simple. Hands can land on the lap. This time, palms facing down to keep your energy within you. We're going to be breathing in and out through the nose with a slight hold between the breath in to the breath out. So you're going to inhale for a count of 3. You'll hold the breath in for a count of 2, and then you'll exhale for a count of 5. So when you're ready, slowly beginning to inhale for 1, 2, 3. Now hold your breath in, 2, 1, and then exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2. Hold, 3, 2, 1. And this time exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let control of the breath go. Just notice energetically what that slight little difference in that last round of breath made, especially the hold, and that what came with the release, the exhale. And with this newfound sense of willpower and courage in your body, can you take a little bit of that with you into the rest of your day? And thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. Namaste.